What's up, guys? Mark from DSG here. Hope everything is okay. I'm just getting my computer. Sorry. I'm just getting my computer. And yes, my room is in a mess. The cleaners didn't get here yet. They should clean in an hour or two. Anyway, so I wanted to talk really quickly about shipping big items and using freight companies to ship items. So let me just put this into context because some of you guys watching this may be beginners, some of you guys are not. So in drop shipping, again, it's more retail arbitrage, but we sell things that we could buy online from other retailers. When selling big items, pool tables, sometimes children's playgrounds, table tennis boards, all those big items, sometimes couches, basketball setups, basketball hoop setups, you end up using freight companies, meaning that you're not using a typical FedEx, UPS, USPS, and that type of stuff. You're using companies that ship big items. When using those companies, there tends to be a little more headache. So I'll explain. So a lot of times the tracking numbers from those companies don't automatically register with eBay. Some of the other challenges are like when they ship the items, a lot of the times you have to get the track number, sorry. A lot of times they ask for the phone number of the person receiving the item because they need to coordinate when it's going to be delivered. There's a lot more involved than dealing with items shipped by FedEx and UPS and stuff. A lot of times because the value of the item, the size of the item, and all that type of stuff. So the question is, should you ship big items that use freight? 3-4 years ago, I would have said no. Business, life, drop shipping comes with its own problems. I generally don't like to look for more problems. But now that eBay dropshipping has gotten considerably more competitive in the past 3 or 4 years, I would change my answer to yes. But plan for it. So let me explain. A lot of the times, a lot of new drop shippers, basically to make money in drop shipping, the easiest way is to find that white space. Find a space where there's less competition. There are a couple ways to do that. Sometimes you might mainly sell items from Home Depot or some of the suppliers that aren't as common, and that's where you could find your white space. That's where you could find your specialty, right? But because drop shipping has got so competitive, one way to do that is focus on freight shipped items. And that might seem like crazy, but you're generally going to have less competition. Less people want to put in the work, less people want to go through the hassle, less people want to get more involved, and generally there are more margins. When dealing with all you need to know is when dealing with freight shipped items, it's just more involved. You might have to get on the phone with them. You might have to send a couple messages to the customer. But I personally think it's just an interesting way to find a niche white space where you could get higher margins. So I know this was a kind of roundabout thing. So the question is, the question that I wanted to answer, I'm tired. That's why the video wasn't structured properly. The question that I wanted to answer is, should you use items shipped with freight or bulk ship items, big items? And my personal answer is yes, but prepare for it. Understand that it's going to be more involved. Understand that it takes a little more work, but the margins are generally a little higher because you have less competition. It's usually more expensive items, so the size of the profit, the profit is a lot higher usually. So it is beneficial. Just prepare yourself for the work. That's why we make money, to deal with the bullshit. So the more bullshit you're willing to deal with, or the more bullshit you figure out how to deal with, is more money you could generally make. Anyway, let me stop rambling. This is more of a ramble video, but I want to address that. Love you guys. Travel well. Make the money. Subscribe to the channel, please. I'm trying to get to 10,000. I'm at 5,000 subscribers right now. Trying to get to 10,000. Look in the description for the cool shit. I have free training, free mastermind group. Love you guys. Have a good one. Later.